All right. I'm a mimic. It's time to play Control. We're continuing with the Foundation expansion today, because last time we finished hunting down the altered items that had escaped the Panopticon. And so now we are trying to keep the astral plane from eating the oldest house from the Foundation, because the board is warning us of it. Congrats on first. Nice. So they said there are 4 keys and or locks that we need to find. And so we're continuing to explore the Foundation and seeing if we can save the oldest house. So let's go. Helps if I have the screen active, doesn't it? We've also been learning a lot about the early days of the oldest house through other voices and documents from Ash and Northmore. So we just came through a fire break, and we're now in the collapsed department, otherwise known as data entry and filing. So let's have a look around. Shift account, part 1. Hey, congrats on your watch streak. Thanks for watching. That's a pretty good one. To whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes Designer, Gene Gibbs, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the firebreak has been yanked down into a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold like the quarry? Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? And more importantly, how are we going to get out? Okay, so it was a large section of the containment sector that disappeared. You keep breaking it on me. Oh, your win streak. I try and stream pretty regularly. And that's a nice win streak too. Watch streak. Not win streak, watch streak. Okay, so that goes down there, but I think there's still more to get in here, but I can't go in there. Okay. So this is the way to go. Okay, we're gonna start by opening the door. Then getting the material. And then reading the document. Kiev summary. ID AWE-37. Event date August 13th, 2011. Event location Kiev, Ukraine. Am I saying that right? Because it's an I instead of an E, right? Event summary. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted in reported individuals. Event response. Due to the brief nature of the event, Overseas Bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities around the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by a planar friction, though this is not confirmed. See file 71-849-062 for full hypothesis. Planar friction. That's scary. This is quite the room. Not now, Bureau. I'm busy fighting. Grab this one. I like the multi-throw because it means that my targets have a lot harder time. Oh, there are snipers. That sniper hit hard. Where'd he go? There was somebody here. Oh, they teleport. That's what's happening. was that one I just saw? Ooh, lots of new stuff. The notification was just sent to me. Wow, that's pretty late. I'm glad you made it though. Okay, we've gotten a lot of new personal mods, it looks like. Energy gained from taking melee damage. I don't think I like that. Hydrate and posture check. Alright. Everybody sit up straight. Grab something to drink. That has a lot of rubber ducks. Evade cost on dealing shield ability damage. Interesting. Shield energy cost, And then general energy. So what was the one I saw that was like trauma something? Oh, maybe I didn't pick it up yet. Launch efficiency. Low health boost. Evade ammo refund. Seize accelerator. They're just giving me all sorts of stuff, aren't they? So I don't need this one now, right? Ammo recovery on evade use. That could be interesting. I like having a lot of health and a lot of recovery speed and crazy C speed though. So even though these sound interesting, I feel like they don't outweigh what I already have, which is unfortunate. Concussed ammo refund. Enraged ammo refund. Just getting all sorts of stuff, aren't we? Okay, so now we get to look through all of these rooms and see if there's anything interesting. Hopefully without causing the history spawn. Ooh, that looks like a hole. Doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. This looks like a cell with no door. I mean, there was a camera, there's a single cot, wash station. Bizarre. That's where I came from. Rules of conduct. See, a lot of these offices are exactly the same as each other, which makes sense if they're generated by the oldest house. I'm not seeing anything to read or pick up in any of them. At least not these ones on the bottom floor. Nothing new there. You know, this is a really terrible setup for anybody who actually has to work in these offices if they can't levitate like we can. And not many people can levitate like Jesse. I'm not seeing anything anywhere. We're just gonna go floor by floor. Nice and simple. Ooh.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in its 29th year. Or is it? It is, don't worry. Tonight we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
I'd heard of salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air? I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now, this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on no matter what. Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him. He just kept smiling at the light. Then he started to speak. He said, every time a reflection reflects itself, it gets a little greener.
I've read that.
And then he turned to me. He was still smiling, eyes open. My husband's eyes are brown, almost black. But the eyes of the man in the living room last night, his eyes were green.
Sounds just like Decatur. Get everything you can out of her and call educator. Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but we need to go to commercial. I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My producer, Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
I didn't catch the name that they said. Starts with a D. I think they used to be able to reach this, but then it shifted. Yeah, you're probably right. Interesting that a salt lamp was affecting the husband like that. And the whole thing with reflections turning green. Interesting little details, you know? Don't see anything there. Get myself falling to this one. Ooh, another hole in the wall. Wow, it just did not want to break for me. These are all fragile boxes. Yeah, they are kind of fragile, aren't they? Okay, so we got another C's accelerator. We don't need that. Recovery with melee kills. We don't need that. Spin rate, boost fire. They keep giving me spin rate. And then this is just the America Overnight episode. Cool. So we were going this way. I'm starting to hear the hiss chant. So I think that's the way to go. Another fire break. That's the astral plane.
Someone call a plumber. Glad no one was around to hear that.
This bathroom is shifting into the astral plane, which is not good. Computer program. Dead letter. Dear House of Representatives, my husband, Francis, read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago. A drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football the week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. I think Jeremy was operating the computer program and he changed the universe so the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come back home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. Oh, that's really sad. Jeez. Trying to cling to anything. I am pretty sure bathrooms are not supposed to look like this. My bathroom does. The plumber got lost. Well, that's not great. Probably shouldn't let that happen. Okay, so I can get up here. Does that mean I can get up here? There's a door, but not much else here. Looks like every bathroom I've ever been in, it goes to some weird places, man, if this looks abnormal. I guess that's just me. Also, I just noticed there's a hole there. No, 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 no. Whoops. I guess we fall. But that's okay, we didn't lose much. So what are we supposed to do with that? Is there a, usually for those, there was a golden cube. Maybe it's in the other bathroom. Is there a hole that just looked flat to me? Yeah, there's a, golden indentation. Oop, got too far out of bounds. I guess there's nothing to do about it, but definitely feels like there's something there. Oh, you see it now? Okay, so I'm not going crazy. Nothing in here. So it's through another fire break, I guess. Yeah, you need a block, but there's no block. Yeah, I don't know where it would be. So it looks like I could go that way. I probably will need to as well, because I doubt this one opens. Oh, it does. I'm gonna go down anyway. Thought I heard something. Oh, this fire break opens. Oh, does this go back? Okay. Okay. Is there a way for me to get back up to where I just was? Nope. I have to go through here again. Well, at least I can look for any weird golden cubes, right? I don't see any. At least it wasn't very far. Nope, I did it too. Oh, that's good to know. It's not just me. Evaluation hall. What are we evaluating? Okay, so I don't have the power to open that. That light's really bright. I wonder if that's the astral plane coming in. Okay, so there's more reading material in there. Little locker room of some sort. It is really dark in here, by the way. Anybody in the shelter? looks like I cannot duck my head and get through there. That's okay. Kiev Supplement. ID AWE-37. Event date August 13th, 2011. Event location Kiev, Ukraine. Details. Recordings of the audio phenomena were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These records circulated rapidly on popular message boards. The communications department utilized this exposure by creating Sky Trumpet hoax videos and posting related theories to spread confusion and draw attention away from the event's paranatural origin. Industrial noise, particularly the sound of metal drilling, was found to be a widely accepted explanation. Theories about the sounds emanating from the Earth itself, known as seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the Bureau to generate further misdirection and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the event were monitored discreetly afterwards. Observed symptoms were consistent with redacted deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. The length of symptoms directly correlated to the individual's proximity, unsheltered, to the supposed epicenter. One linked, although accidental, casualty can be listed. See report regarding the effects of planar friction on hearing aids in file 14-200-1010. Kiev. Okay, Kiev. And the whole Sky Trumpet videos, I've seen those. Those are real videos. This is I think this is an actual event. I'm not sure if it occurred on August 13th, but I bet it did. I've seen these videos before, and they're pretty interesting. You should give them a listen if you haven't. You can probably just search up Sky Trumpet. Okay, so what's in here? Another recording.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder with white shards in it? Oh, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh God. Karen? How do I cut the commercial?
That's not good. So the Blessed organization started attacking America overnight with an altered item or object of power, which would be the fondue set. right? Weird. You found a video of strange sound in Kiev, August 11th, 15 years ago. Super weird? Yeah. They were super weird sounds. Shift account part 2. Gibbs reporting in. It's been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide, thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors but not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nicolay, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike that got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. I wonder how long ago the collapse happened. Like, was it close to when the Hiss invaded, or was it years ago? We could probably check the America Overnight numbering. See for ourselves. Okay, so these look like they both go to the same place. So I'm gonna open this up.
Warning. Altered item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited per Safety Regulation 18.A.
Okay, so there's an altered item in the transit bay. Hopefully it's not the fondue set. Given the nature of the oldest house, both could be true. That's true. Okay, so these are just math whiteboards.
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
Is that a camera? Is that what that is? Transit engine. Transit engine.
No power. Typical.
That's why I need to go to the transit engine.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
Well, there's no smaller machines, right? Because it's all old technology. Nothing modern. Can I not put those in? Where do these go? Do they go up there? What a weird way to do that. There you go. Got a power cord. Maybe Jesse pushes for modernization, they switch to Jira, and that's how the resident gets out of the oldest house. Maybe. But I thought part of it was that modern technology simply just doesn't work here, right? I wonder if we could take one of these power cores to the, to that bathroom. That's a stupid idea, right? Do it? Let's see if we can. I bet I'm going to get attacked by hiss as soon as I come through here. Let's see if we can get back to that bathroom. I have to go in all these doors sideways so I don't get the power core stuck. What is the button to set something down nicely? For me, it's the weapon switch button. So for me, it's X, since I'm using an Xbox controller. This will probably do nothing, but still worth a try, right? What's the worst that could happen? No, where'd it go? It did not like me bringing that in here. Your companion cube looks funny. I know, it did. But now it's gone. I was hoping I could get it into that, but no luck. As soon as I went into that astral plane, it dropped the cube. Someone needs to take one of these power cubes, paint it white, and put a heart on it. Power companion cube. Hydrate and posture check again already. Alright. Sit up straight. Roll your shoulders back. Get something to drink. Ah. Tasty. Just spent the last hour and a half drinking a gallon. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. Well, thanks for sharing the fun info. Okay, let's move this altered item. I find it funny that everybody's suddenly interested in spending mimic coins again, channel points, after spending all of those channel points on the poll last time.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe they recorded that. A bureau full day. Not too bad. You never stopped spending points. I guess that's true. Only spent like 2k points on the poll. Well, some people were spending like 14 and 15k points. It was crazy. How far up can we get? Not far enough. Okay, but we can go in there. It was you and at least one other. Okay, so we have the evaluation hall that we just came from, sector lobby C, and transit access. Should do a poll every stream so we can pick your outfit each stream. Oh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Hold on. While we're at a vaguely stopping place, I'll see if I can set that up. No promises, though. We'll be quick. We might be quick. What outfit should Jesse wear? Let's see, we had civilian. We had the response. We had the golden suit. The janitor suit. Okay, 10-minute poll starting now. Alright, yeah, fix my display settings real quick. There we go. And while that goes, I'm going to see what's in transit access.
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Personnel not properly trained in altered item handling are restricted. Okay. Oh, we'll probably go handle the, that camera altered item that we just saw. Keep off of tracks. I don't think so. Wasn't it in a box before?
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out? Are they his shooting movies now?
Well, let's cleanse it. Whoa. Swift platform. Jesse Faden starring in Swift platform. It turned into a retro 80s movie. How do we speed things up? Okay. I see. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
No way am I sharing the spotlight with his.
I dig this music. Oh no, elevator fight? Yeah, pretty much. Oh no. Okay, so it just damages me. Interesting. Hey, I jumped over that. No fair. Okay, so it's next to me again. There's the camera.
Thought you could lose me, huh? What the heck you thinking?
It keeps getting away.
I looked at it.
Okay, so it's still next to me. That's level 10.
Too tall for this guy.
Come here, I need some help. Not like that. You're doing way better than I did? Oh, glad to hear it. Oh, that is a boss, that's why. Where'd it go? Whew, that was close. Oh, so is that. I almost made it. Come here, camera.
Wait, what? We're back? Did that really just happen? Felt like a dream. Or maybe a bad movie.
Hey, we did pretty good. First try. Oof. I hadn't realized that that was a boss. Okay, so it gave us, what did it give us? Source gained per element pickup is increased. That's okay. Pierce aimed fire. Shatter projectile boost. I think I have a bunch of those. Yeah, we can get rid of this one. Okay. Movie camera procedures. ID. ActionMaxx camera AI80-UE. Acquisition date September 14th, 2016. Containment location in transit. Containment procedure. The item should be isolated from any person or event that is objectively interesting, since its effect is activated by the presence of dramatic incidents. Oh no. Well, that would explain what just happened. Description: altered effect. A movie camera used to make commercial feature films. Internal mechanisms are unremarkable. Subjects near the item will often experience a torqued version of reality, resembling the heightened drama and action of a movie. Whether these events are localized alternate realities or products of hallucination is currently unknown. Additionally, the item seems to record footage from these incidents and creates VHS copies, edited in the style of short films. Background: during their investigations, agents learned that a podcast titled Brian's Movie Den had reviewed the item-generated movie Delivery Disaster. The podcaster's creator, Brian Hennerman, was taken for questioning. The staff of Movie Night, the store Mr. Henneman rented the film from, was also questioned to no effect. Okay, so we saw, was it a dead letter or a correspondence where somebody was interrogating Brian's movie den about Delivery Disaster. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. I like this, I like this altered item. Hey, you gifted subs. Thank you, that's awesome. And it looks like the janitor outfit won by a single point. Wow. delivery disaster is okay, but it's no time knife. That is true. There is very little that even competes with time knife. Thanks for the gifted subs. That was awesome of you. So now, the next... How about this? The next, control point. I need to go back to the central executive sector and change into the janitor outfit. And then we'll come back. Right? Because there isn't... Is there one near us? It's hard to tell. It might be back at the crossroads. Okay, so that's this door. That's fine. Can you say, Alexa, play calming music? I want to test something. Well, there you go. I said it. Did it work? Okay, so that's... Are we in the sector lobby C? Or are we in processes and protocols? Because level 2's the morgue. I'm not sure I like that. Okay, so another messed up bathroom I can't go through. The mold is here. New language. Dead letters. For immediate publication. I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. Oh no. Ulel mi yuti. Germiloapt eus oman echo keto kib keto pipo haram ilu in rec I bawit 1455 os Fritron Club Hinu 20222 Quidi Whip Eolin in Yom Ret Buzem Quim Zwalten Jibini Rog. See? Please publish this letter and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address even if you can't. Jibini Rog, Larry Humbert. Blub blub blub. Yeah, no kidding. Blub blub blub. That was, I bet that's translatable. Even if it's not a straight, letter cipher, it might be a, what's the word? Phonetic cipher or something like that. That was hard to read, though. Probably hard to listen to, I imagine. Shield injury, energy recovery. Okay, so we can't get to the morgue, but that was probably where that walker came from anyway. Movie camera supplement. ID ActionMaxx camera AI80-UE. Acquisition date September 14th, 2016. Containment location in transit. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from redacted Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to AI80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The packaged camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in San Fernando Valley belonging to the company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. See Investigation 13-HQ-612. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by AI80-UE. Shoot First, Die Last, unreleased. Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, Delivery Disaster. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1868 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident stopping production. It is believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. Interesting. So we're getting more about this para-utilitarian black market organization that seems to be making things difficult for the FBC. Shift account part 3. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We've tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found are noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branching out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There are only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here, I know it. But what for? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. Hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report. Gibbs. Yeah, I could understand why Gibbs is angry. Feel bad for him.
That damn gun. Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
Okay, we got a new hotline.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
Well, since she's coming through in the hotline, it's not reassuring that she survived. Is that the key?
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Locks, ancient reason, abalone.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Weird that the former is talking to us. Okay, so I have to repair this lock. Well done, seasoned. Only 3 keys, tethers remain. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening.
Just doing my job.
Is the platform key-shaped from an overhead view? Yeah, you could say that, huh? With the teeth over that way?
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Okay, so we got that. Weird that a cluster is here without any other hiss. Oh, we are very high up at the crossroads. There's ledges up here. Oops, did not mean to do that. Oh, hello, kitty. Interesting. Okay. We are back at the spike. Vi promised when we got to a control point that we were going to fast travel. That's the kitty I told you about. I thought there would be more, but I never found any. I'm sure there are more. They're probably just very well hidden. But we're going to Central Executive because I promised that we would wear the janitor outfit. The game's probably going, why are you going all the way back to Central Executive? I have to load up that whole sector now. Nice Ati emotes. I like them. There you go. And we got some abilities. So let's increase this one. Shield strength. Energy recovers while the shield is active. Might as well. We have the points to use on it. Now we're going to fast travel all the way back to the crossroads. It looks so comfy. Most of these outfits look comfy. Even the P6 candidate jumpsuit looks really comfy. It looks like very comfy sweats. There's rangers here. I just noticed that. When did rangers get here? Emily?
Jesse, hey!
Emily, how did she get down here? What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Interesting. So she was able to tell when Jesse was like, "Oh, I wish Emily were here." Emily was able to get that vibe and come down here, which is very interesting.
If it isn't my favorite director. The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it.
It's interesting that they keep showing the mirror of the nail.
So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
Yeah, that's gross.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, so... What? Missions. Which mission are we on? The warehouse path. Which is this way. Easy enough. Okay, where's the next one? Over there? That doesn't make sense. Oh, yes it does. It's up here. Warehouse. I like how they start talking about plumbing and sewage right after we put on the janitor outfit. Very good timing. Okay, so why are there two paths up here? Okay, we need the other power to get through there. We can still go down. Such a different environment than the rest of the oldest house. Feels kind of weird navigating it compared to everything else we've seen. Yes, I remember how to melee. Complete the ritual in the warehouse? I heard something right behind me. That was weird.
This is Director Faded. I require backup at this location.
Oh, good. A ranger I need to keep alive. The warehouse.
The Hiss are in for it now.
That is a very tall and skinny warehouse building, I gotta say. Oh, didn't see that one there. Are there more up there? Yes, there are. That's weird. How did one get behind us? I wasn't sure what to think of it. My thoughts are maybe it's one of its first evolutions that learns about human architecture and the oldest house is born. Maybe. But foundation is always what a building is built upon, right?
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Hope's collection. Okay. Well, let's not track that one because that's just talk to Emily. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. So let's go in the warehouse.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
So was Ash the one that discovered control points and how to exert their will on the oldest house? Shield boost, huh? They keep giving me more and more mods. Shield strength, shield energy cost. we go. Power core storage. I'm probably missing all sorts of stuff. These all look like power cores that aren't powered. Probably too old or something. I'm gonna take these with me. Or at least that one, I guess. I don't see anything at the top of the shelves. Oh, but there's something to read. Power cores. Compiled by Dr. Theodore Ashe, head of research, by order of Director Broderick Northmore, on the invention of the power core. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery. I cannot say that word. I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I liked the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Okay, so that's where the power cores came from. And they revolutionized power within the oldest house until the Northmore containment sarcophagus? Sarcophagus container. NSC. Okay, what do we need to do up here?
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, Is anyone standing over it, looking down?
Who are Adam and the id? That's the first time we've heard that name. That's a long way down. Okay, let's go to the yellow tarp that's conveniently placed for us. Another control point, huh? A whole nother room. Well, since we've gotten to the top of the warehouse, it seems, and found a control point here, I am out of time for tonight. But we will have to pick this up again. We still have 3 locks or keys to collect and repair. To repair the nail and hopefully stop the astral plane from bleeding into the oldest house. And who knows, maybe we'll find more of those cats. We'll have to find out who Adam and the id are. That's a mystery for next time. Thanks for hanging out.